Hi everyone, my name is Lin. I have an idea of helping elderly people who has no kids that lives in the Montreal area. Hopefully, if this idea works, uh, we can spread the mission of helping these uh, these particular group of people in a worldwide spectrum. Here's what I want to do. Um, I want to help the elderly people who lives in poor conditions and help them to improve their lives to an acceptable standard. In order to do this, we need to have care workers, what I call them, to visit the candidates on daily or monthly basis, depending on the needs of the particular person. Once a care worker identified the service is needed for the particular individual and have the consent for the necessary service, the care worker will help the particular person to find the best possible service provider for the candidate. Why people need us to form this organization? Because many elderly people are very independent. However, without their own children, uh, as they get older, many will find taking care of themselves gets more and more challenging. Simple things like keeping their home clean, organized, or getting their prescriptions from the pharmacy can be harder and harder to these people. Sometimes even putting food on the table can be extremely hard depending on their physical or mental conditions. Sometimes weather condition can be a big factor too. Very often they have been living in isolation for very long time, and all they need is 5 minutes of conversation with someone who cares. So how do we help them? We will provide service as if we are one of their kids. Each care worker will be assigned to certain numbers of qualified candidates. The care worker will visit the candidates on daily or monthly basis, depends on the person's need. Each visit will be kept within 15 to 30 minutes, and the care worker will spend a few minutes taking talking to each candidate and find out what's their needs. For example, Mr. Jones can't take shower by himself anymore, and he needs someone only to be there every evening to help him shower. So he, other than taking shower, Mr. Jones could be perfectly independent. He could be able to cook his own food, manage his own affairs. Then the care worker will find the service provider for Mr. Jones for his hygiene needs. So who are gonna be the candidates? The service is for those people who haven't decided yet to move to a retirement home and find themselves increasingly more and more challenging living alone by themselves. The candidates are people who retired and have some level of physical impairment. They are sometimes who have no kids, or their kids won't spend time taking care of them on regular basis. So how do we find the candidates? We could use the existing CLSC network that's set up in Montreal, and other options could be we can send educational informations to doctors and nurses, and to see if someone under their care could be a possible candidate. There are other options too, like building a website, provide our mission and our services, and contact information. Work with local community centers, elderly community centers, to provide informations about the organization that we're gonna build and the services that we are providing that's available. Work with federal and local governments to increase the awareness in the community, and further advertise our service to the public. So, like every thing, there will be a startup cost. For one care worker, in order to run the organization with one care worker, with all the office phone, office supply, and travel allowances, everything, plus the care worker will be paid with a hourly based salary, and all this combined, it will cost around $7,000 to $7,500 for the 3 month combined. So I hope who have saw my message, and the people who like this idea could help. Every bit is appreciated, and I hope all of us together can make this happen. And once the program is up and running, it will be much easier to get further fundings from either individuals like you or entrepreneurs or other organizations, even from government fundings. Thank you very much, and I hope the message will get to the people who really cares about this group of people. And I think what is more important is that we have a lot of different group of people in our society that's already been taken care of. We have a lot of organizations help kids, women, mentally challenged people, and people who are in poverty, living in poor conditions. However, the groups that are helping the elderly people are very limited. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm sorry for the low quality of video, and hopefully I make better videos in the future. Thank you very much.